When I always think about how to find our own way of learning English and how to achieve fluency in English by following our own learning way, right? So, why? Because many of the English learners are getting a lot of confusions, which is the right process and which is the easiest process to learn English as a beginner, right? So, in this video, I'm gonna share some beautiful information and useful techniques that we can follow to find our own way of learning English, right? So, just try to watch this video till the end. You will get useful techniques and you will get the better information out of this video. Okay, see, first of all, finding our own way of learning English is not a difficult part anymore. Why? Because every individual might have the different opinions of on this, but anybody can learn English in any of their own ways, right? There is no rule to follow. You have to go through only in this way, so then only you can achieve fluency as much as earlier, as much as possible. Otherwise, it is almost impossible. Nobody can say that. Why? Because everybody will be different from their own perspectives. Their opinions will be different through the language, and their own way of learning will be different, right? So what I mean to say is, here we have to find, if we want to find our own way of style in learning English, we have to make more and more mistakes, right? So then only we will be able to figure out what is exactly working for us to practice English every single day without breaking the consistency. So then only we can able to continue that particular thing in a longer period of time, right? So here we have to, the simple thing, we have to make more and more mistakes and try to learn the from those mistakes, right? So what we did in that and what went actually wrong in that particular thing, so next time we will not repeat the same mistake again, right? So I hope you got my point. What I mean to say is, so to get the better understanding and to find our own way of styling and learning, we have to make more mistakes. So first of all, we should not get fear about to make mistakes, right? So it could be in practicing, it could be uh, having the conversation with any other person, it could be having any other thing, right? So not only in practicing, not only in listening, not like that. So in a language learning process, it is all about making mistakes and clarifying those mistakes and rectifying the doubts. It is all about that thing, right? So here, if we want to get the best way out of it, we have to make more and more mistakes and learn from those mistakes and don't repeat the same mistake again. So wherever you feel comfortable by following the same rule in a longer period of time, that is we have to find that as our own and own style of learning, we can say, here, right? The point is we have to fail fast, right? So the more times we fail, the more experience we can get out of it, right? So how many times you are failing, it doesn't matter, but how early you're failing in your practicing or in your language journey, it will become the most important thing, right? So even if you fail 100 times, it is okay, but are you realizing that's a mistake? Are you repeating the same mistake again and again in your language journey? So that shows the complete impact on your English journey. So here my point is, here my point is, as I said, if you want to clear and if you want to be clear about your own way of learning and style of learning, just make as much as mistakes as you can and also learn from those mistakes, but don't repeat the same mistake again. So this is how you can find your own way of learning, right? And the one more thing we need to remember, don't ever focus on the result. Just to, our work is to practice English every single day without breaking the consistency. That's it. The result depends on our efforts and how genuinely we are trying to practice every single day, and are we really trying for the better output and the better results. So it shows the result at the end of the day, right? So this is the second point, we need to follow it as much as possible. This thought should always be in our mind, right? So expecting the better results and always focusing on the result, it doesn't make any difference without getting practice every single day, right? So instead of focusing on the result and expecting immediate results, and though I'm investing a lot of time uh, on this particular language, still I am not able to speak very fluently in English. How does it make sense at all, right? So it doesn't make sense. The point is how genuinely we are trying to learn this language, and even it is getting hard and we are getting a lot of struggles in the middle. Even if you are feeling nervous to learn this language, or feeling nervous sometimes to speak in front of any other person in English, obviously it is a normal thing. We have to consider this as a very normal thing, right? So out of those struggles, out of this pains only, we can get the better result, and we can see the better progress in our English fluency journey, right? So without expecting, without being ready to face all these things, it is almost impossible to expect a better result in our English fluency, right? So I hope you got my point. So don't ever focus on the result, except practicing, and also not being interested to learn this language. It doesn't make a sense, right? So if you remember, we have this English subject from our childhood level, right? So from the first class, we have been writing so many exams, we have been reading a lot of stories in this English subject, but still we are not able to speak English in English very fluently or very perfectly. Why? Because we always have seen this language like a subject only, this English like a subject only. We never wanted to speak in English anymore. We did not even try to speak English. We did not to take that attempt to practice English. So it is all about. So it's been so many years, 10 plus years. We had this English language like a English like a subject. In our school days, we did not try to practice. We did not try to speak at all. So still now, if we are wanting to achieve fluency in English, even now also it's a better thing to learn English. Otherwise, it will become some more difficult part for us in our future life as well, right? So most important to learn this language as much as earlier, because in our future days, it is English is gonna capture a lot of things. So everywhere, if you see, there will be the language is called English. So we have to be known about this language. We have to be good and speak very fluently. And there is nothing wrong in that. Learning this English language is nothing wrong. Okay. So I hope you got my point, and if you try to implement all these points in your regular daily life, in your English journey, definitely you'll see the better progress in your life. And this all about these things I wanted to discuss, and this is all about this video. And if you like, just make a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and never stop speaking. Okay.